Hi, welcome back. Lovely sunny day in Kilrush, Marina, in the boatyard. Um, Temperature's still down, but I'm getting everything ready on the hull. I've cleaned all the hull. Uh, I'm going to be ready. The temperature is to go up on Tuesday, Wednesday, which is great. So I'll have the hull. I'll be ready to antifoul the hull this week. Finally, everything is ready. I'll show you in a minute. The last gel coat repairs, the last where I had two through hulls glassed over. I'll show you all that. So excited now to be finally getting the hull finished. Then I'll put her into the water and get the mast up. I'll have the mast ready by then as well. So finally things are moving at the speed I was kind of hoping they would move. Okay, so I'll show you now what I've been doing today while it's dry. So the hull came up nice and clean after the winter in the yard. So you can see the gel coat repairs. They're very easily done. Steve Morris is doing them. He'll have them finished in a day or two. I had a repair done down here, again by Steve. Just strengthening everything, making sure everything's perfect. That was where the two seacocks were. So all good. Mast taking shape. I was working on the spinnaker poles today as well. Everything's happening. Brilliant. So I spent the afternoon just giving the decks a quick wash, which is super, and it actually makes it feel like I'll be getting into the water even sooner. It's all coming together. So that's a nice afternoon's work. Satisfying. As I was saying, a lovely afternoon's working on the boat. You can see she's lovely and clean. Delighted. Just woke up to this. 3 degrees this morning in the cabin. And icy windows. Good practice. Beautiful day here at the boatyard. Freezing cold, but really nice and dry, which makes a difference. So I'm doing the track on the mast, which is great. Be great to have that done, and for the trysail, another job off the mast, and then I can start dressing the mast, and bit by bit. So here you can see the track. I'm most of the way down. It wasn't really worth videoing it, I'll show you the last bit how I was doing it and measuring it, and so it's going to be super. So as I get down to the end, as I said, the track is off center. This is the main track for the mainsail. This is the one for the trysail. So I have to be sure that these slides can clear everything as they go up along. So I've nice clearance there. So I'm spacing them every 9 holes. So this will be my next one. I'm going to drill that now and pop rivet it. And they're countersunk rivets, if you can see. Very nice, huh? So that's the last one. Track done. Happy days. So I have an interview this morning with the ISA, the Irish Sailing Association, on the boat, which would be lovely. So I came over to the marina for a shower, and it's a magnificent day. So I said I'd give you a look at the marina. So hopefully I'll be over tied up here soon. That's where I was tied last year on the outside. They're the lock gates outside I was telling you about, and the Shannon estuary outside, the Atlantic Ocean. So it's a beautiful marina, beautifully sheltered, beautifully protected. I can't wait to get back in here. I'll be launching now next week. Well, hopefully next week, the week after maybe. That's the travel hoist, and Waxwing is just in behind there. So not too far. And there's Simon moving about. Great staff here. So that's the marina. Great day today. Weather beautiful, and had an interesting afternoon with Gail McAllister from the ISA, which is the Irish Sailing Association. Lovely interview. I'm looking forward to seeing that online, and a lovely afternoon with her as well. Good fun. The upside of the whole thing is that I got a pile of stuff that I'd been meaning to do on the boat done. I emptied out. I'm out in the cockpit now because we sat out there for an outdoor interview. So I got lots of. I'll show you in a minute. But I emptied out piles of stuff out of the boat that I wanted to, and I got the boat lovely and clean. So I'm going to show you what the boat is like now while it's still clean. I have just one of the solar panels hooked up just to keep me ticking over until I get the whole new system in. Beautiful evening. So, I know you've seen the boat before, but it's nice to show it off because it's clean. So, nice and clean. I had charts out, just discussing my route, you know, how close under Cape of Good Hope, and that's a lovely afternoon. But as I said, the upside was my wife said to me, sweep the floors now and get everything clean. So I did. Thank you, Canty. We even cleared out lots from the bow section, which is good because I'm going to be launching soon. I'm going antifouling tomorrow. The temperature's up to 14 degrees. So it's nice. I don't know if I've showed you all the head and everything before. So anyway, it's just interesting to see her coming back shipshape, which is nice. You know, a lot of work goes into the preparing, but it's nice to see a result in, well, still a bit of a mess there, kind of organised mess. So yeah. So finally the weather has improved. It's a perfect day. It's about 13-14 degrees today for the primer, which goes the 117 CJet 117. It goes under. I'll show you now. It goes on over the hull. Covers beautifully. Gee, I can't wait to put the antifoul then on top of this. It's actually it's drying already, so I'm delighted. Obviously I'll have to do under the pads when I lift her on the slings to launch, but that's not a problem. I've all the other pads lifted. So one half done. Glorious day, and one half to do, and I'll be getting onto the CJet antifoul then, a lovely eco-friendly self-polishing antifoul. Very, very little metal in it at all. I'll put the specs up in a while. I know most of you would probably know this trick, but if you don't, it's a great one. It's vital to mix. There's a hardener in this. It's a 2-pack. So, but even ordinary antifoul needs to be mixed very well, just to make everything balanced out as you're applying it. Simple trick. Saves wars with a brush or with a stick. Covers beautifully. So look, I got Forrest Gump to paint my boat. No, only joking. I'm delighted to wear the hat, the CJet, and their t-shirt actually. It was great getting the product right. It took me a lot of research to figure out what bottom paint I'd use and what epoxy primer I'd use, and CJet were brilliant. They gave me the whole lot. I'm going to show you now what I did. What I've put on is a 2-pack epoxy primer. That's the grey. That has to go off now and to cure for a while, until tomorrow in fact. And then I'll put the black Antifoul over that. That's like a barrier coat. So, and then I do there's a blue top along as well, along the top. I think I'll do that blue. So it's going to be black. So that's just a quick explanation of it. You can see all the paint there that CJet supplied. So that's great, a great start. So I'll finish that now tomorrow. Made a video last week or the week before, and I was wearing a Marvel t-shirt. And I got a lot of stick for it. I say, you know, people say, give it back to your young fella. And it was good crack. I love the crack. So today, let's balance this. Ta-da! I was never so posh. Lovely, lovely merchandise from CJet, the supplier of all my Antifoul and epoxy, the primer, and so everything. So I'm delighted to have that started now, and a beautiful day. Oh my God, I'm glad I waited. It means that application now will be perfect because of the temperature. So it was driving me mad waiting, but at least I waited. So all good. So day 2 of the Antifoul, and it's another glorious day. Beautiful blue skies, temperature way up. So yesterday I put on the 2-pack epoxy primer, and that's a beautiful finish, and it's lovely. It's going to take the Antifoul very well now. Then from here, I mask it to here, and then I'm going to do. I said earlier I was raising the level of the Antifoul up to here because the boat will sit that bit lower in the water when she's loaded. So I'm going to put the black Antifoul to here, and then I do this as a blue boot top. So it should look nice as well. It'd be nice to keep her looking well, as well as being practical. The black Antifoul 038 CJet. It's a self-polishing Antifoul, which is eco-friendly and very low metal. It's a very environmentally friendly Antifoul, which is the reason I spoke to CJet and ended up using that. So let's crack on. Lunch break from the painting. I'm desperate. When I start doing something, I forget to stop and I forget to eat, and my wife always says, drink water. So I've stopped for my lunch, and I actually made a stew last night before I went to bed, so I can have a proper dinner today instead of grabbing sandwiches and a bit of something. So a stew, for anyone that's watching, is kind of like a goulash. It's meat, potatoes, veg, a traditional Irish dinner. And why I'm showing you this is I often show you bits I'm cooking and bits I'm eating, but it's very important that I keep myself fit during this trip, during the circumnavigation, by eating. And it's a bad habit I have of I'll eat in a while, and so today, and I had a message last night on YouTube, I think, from Karen, and she was saying, you know, we want to know what you're eating, what you're reading, what clothing, and so all that. So this is part of it, Karen. This is my dinner, an Irish stew. So that's the first coat of Antifouls. 3 more to go, with 8 hours between each. But the first one is the important one because it needs to gel onto the the primer, the 117 primer. So I can take my time now, and the next fine day or days I get, I can apply the other 3 coats. So there's no panic now. This is the bit I wanted to get right. So I'm delighted now with her. She looks lovely, and I still have to do the boot top. There's going to be a blue stripe along the top to raise the water line by about 3 inches. Very good. Coffee time. So a big thank you to CJet. Delighted with the product. Goes on so well. Thanks. Hey, so I'm home. Look who's with me. The loons. So she's very happy to see me home. So I had a shower, clean clothes. Kathy's on the way home from work. So I'm delighted. Lovely week. Got everything the way I wanted it. I got the temperature right for the Antifoul. Got the 2 applications. Got another coat done this morning, which was great. So that's, anyway, got loads done. Delighted. Next week, I'm going to finish the mast with all the new rigging. 2 more coats of Antifoul. Then it's time to launch the boat and the fun begins. The sailing, the sea trials. So it's all coming together. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you soon.